The craziest disasters found on Roblox. I looked into some of the comments you guys messaged about, and there's some pretty bizarre disasters that are all found on Roblox. And the craziest thing about them is that they actually happened in real life. From a Roblox game about people going to war with emus, yes, humans have actually gone to war with giant chickens, to even more bizarre plane disasters, I'm going to take a look at these insane tragedies and then see what caused such events to occur. So this game is called the Emu War 1932. And yes, this is actually a real photo. It was a wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia over the latter part of 1932. So yeah, it was Australian soldiers armed with guns fighting against these emus. And this is actually 100% true. Let's see what happened. Alright, I don't know what happened to my hair, but here we are at war. There's actually like a lot of people playing this right now. Kill emus and collect their feathers. Alright, let's do it then. Get me out there. I can't believe this actually happened in real life. Alright, where are these birds? How dangerous are they actually? Here, I'm letting you go first. I don't see anybody right now. Are they anywhere around here? Oh, wait, what's that? No, hey guy behind you. Dude, the emu's right behind you. Get it. Oh, no, they killed them. Oh dear. I'll try to help you. No, go after it. Ah! Wait, did I kill it? I killed it. Ah, there's another one. Dude, what is this game? I just got killed by an emu. Were they actually that dangerous in real life? Yeah, you know the craziest thing about the actual war with like the military versus the emus is that the military actually lost the war, believe it or not. Oh, there's one right there. I'll get you. Hey, yeah. I feel kind of bad, TBH. Let's see, is there any more around here? Hello? Oh no, where did you come from? Dude, why is it so scary? It's got red eyes and everything. Here, I actually want to learn more information about these emus, so let's watch this TikTok video here.
The Great Emu War was one of the most bizarre wars in history. In 1932, Australia was facing a massive emu population problem. The birds were destroying farmers' crops, and the government decided to take action, so they declared war against the emus.
What an insane sentence. Declared war against the emus. Okay.
The Australian military was sent in, but emus were smarter and more agile than they expected. Unable to be captured, the military resorted to gunfire, which turns out the emus were incredibly resilient to. The war lasted for several weeks before the government was forced to admit defeat. Australia lost the war.
They actually lost to the emus. Yeah, so it happened in 1932, and yes, although many birds were killed, the emu population persisted and continued to cause crop destruction. Yeah, apparently at one point 1,000 emus were spotted, but the soldier's gun was jammed after only 12 birds were killed. So yeah, the farmers' crops were still being ruined by the emus. Yeah, so the confirmed emu kills was 986, where in total there was approximately 20,000 emus. So yeah, this whole war was kind of pointless with how many resources were lost. So in a way, this is kind of a tragedy. This is one of the more bizarre wars to have ever existed. But now we move on to an even more bizarre tragedy. I read through some of your comments, and Riley here suggested the molasses flood. It was a weird flood, but a sad one to cause many people to die. And I did find a Roblox game about it. You know that syrupy texture thing? Yeah, there's a whole tragedy that actually happened. So let's play this game here and see what it's about. All right, oh geez, what the? Is this whole city flooded by molasses? What the heck is happening? Can I actually like drive this thing? Was the flood actually this big? Did it actually like destroy buildings and everything? So I think what happened, there was a tank of molasses that I guess just bursted into a city and caused a huge flooding. I had to jump on the mailbox to survive all this. Man, this is like actually insane. Yeah, look, you can even see inside some of the windows. Like the entire store is all flooded over there as well. This is crazy. I actually never heard about this tragedy before, so I guess Roblox can be educational. How realistic is this game? Here, let's take a look at a video.
Famous stories that sound fake, but are completely real.
Okay.
In 1919, something truly strange happened in Boston, USA.
This happened in Boston?
Filled with molasses, a thick, sticky syrup suddenly burst open.
Yeah, that's what it is.
A wave of molasses through the streets like a sweet brown tsunami. The molasses flood destroyed buildings, knocked over cars, and sadly,
that's
took
insane.
The lives of 21 people. The cleanup was incredibly challenging as the molasses turned hard in the cold air. It left a memorable and bizarre mark in Boston's history.
It is actually like very strange. And yeah, like the video said, this happened in 1919 when 2.3 million US gallons of molasses bursted and the resultant wave of molasses rushed through the streets at an estimate of 35 miles per hour. Yo, okay, that's actually pretty fast. This is like an actual image of the whole destruction. So yes, buildings were destroyed because of it. And while there was 21 deaths, there was another 150 people that were injured. Not to to mention the many animals such as horses that died in the event. Yeah, it says here that horses died like so many flies on sticky fly paper. The more they struggled, the deeper in the messes they were ensnared. Human beings, men and women, suffered likewise. And in that video, the molasses was being described as like a tsunami. And in the Wikipedia here, it says that there is waves of molasses 25 feet high at its peak. So yeah, that's very intense actually. Nearby buildings were swept off their foundations and crushed. Several blocks were flooded to a depth of 2 to 3 feet. So the Roblox game wasn't that accurate. That was probably more like 5 feet. It is pretty insane how there was a tsunami of molasses. Again, it was estimated to be about 25 feet high, which is just insane to me. Yeah, here's the Boston Elevated Railway that was destroyed because of the flooding. Man, that's actually insane. But now we move on to a plane tragedy, more specifically the PSA 182. I've never heard of this one before, so I'm actually curious as to what it is. Oh, are these like 2 different planes? What happened here? Okay, what are we seeing? So there's 2 planes kind of flying next to each other. Okay. Oh, what's happening to the top one up there? Uh-oh. Is it gonna hit the other one? Oh no. Did that one fall down? Wait, that one just fell down? Wait, well, what happened to this one? I'm kind of curious as to what actually happened. Let's take a look at the animation for it then. All right, so there's the big plane that crashed into the houses. Then we have the smaller plane right here. Okay, so nothing crazy happening. It's getting lower. Okay, is it gonna hit the smaller plane? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so they both crashed then. One of the comments here says, "Now I'm not the kind of person that gets sad and starts crying easily, but upon listening to the last words of the pilot, I couldn't resist crying. Rip to everyone that perished in this crash." Wait, what were the last words? "Ma, I love you." Wait, really? Is that what he said? "Mom, I love ya. Captain James McFerrin." Wait, that's actually really sad. All right, let's see what happened then. So this occurred in 1978, and it was considered at the time to be the deadliest air crash to occur in the United States. And in total, there was 144 fatalities with 0 survivors. In the first aircraft, there was 135 fatalities. The second aircraft, there was 2 fatalities, and then on the ground there was 7 more. So the PSA pilots reported that they saw the Cessna, that's the smaller plane, but the cockpit voice recordings revealed that shortly thereafter the PSA pilots no longer had the Cessna in sight, and they were speculating about its position. Okay, well that's pretty scary. Oh yeah, here look, some of the recordings. Are we clear of that Cessna? Again, they're making sure they're not going to crash into that smaller plane. Supposed to be, I guess. Oh yeah, before we turned downwind, I saw him at about 1 o'clock, probably behind us now. It was actually directly in front of and below the Boeing. So yeah, that's when they initially crashed. Flight 182's crew never explicitly alerted the tower that they had lost sight of the Cessna. If they had made this more clear to controllers, the crash might not have happened. Also, if the Cessna had maintained the heading of 70 degrees assigned to it by ATC instead of turning to 90 degrees, they estimate the planes would have never collided. And yeah, when they collided, the right wing was heavily damaged, and they have the following recordings. "It's bad. We're hit, man. We are hit. Tower, we're going down. This is PSA. Captain on intercom to passengers. Brace yourself. Ma, I love you." And that's when they crashed into the San Diego house. Honestly, a pretty horrific event and a very sad and tragic story. But if you want me to take a look at more tragedies on Roblox, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.